In the beginning, we had ambitious plans, and we worked very hard towards an ambitious memorial for the old man. In about 2007, as the result of a competition for artists to come up with a solution, we arrived at one that everybody really loved. It was probably too ambitious, but it involved getting 5 very large granite monoliths and setting them up vertically along the walkway as you came down to the Memorial Plaza. And the edge of the monoliths were actually sculpted, looked just like rough cuts, but as you approached, they would line up and create the profile of the old man of the mountain, which is sort of what the old man was. He was just 5 ledges that when people looked up, it created the view of the old man. Well, this proposal was an absolute stroke of genius. It was just brilliant. And the committee loved it. And the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund jumped into the process of trying to make this happen. We were a little daunted by the cost estimate, which ranged up to $7 million. In those days, that was a lot more than $7 million is now. But we started the fundraising process, and it became apparent pretty quickly that the big donors, although they had great sentimental attachment to the state's symbol, the old man, it didn't extend to opening their pocketbooks to the kind of money that we really needed. And there came a time when we had the board meeting, we just had to realize we couldn't raise the kind of money we would need to get this sort of monument. Now, this is a time, and a committee like this could have said, well, we've done our best, we've tried, we don't have the support from the public, and we could have stopped. But the man who was the president of the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund at the time, Dick Hamilton, just sort of looked at us all and said, you know, this just means we're going to have to do it the New Hampshire way. We're going to have to look at what resources we do have and see what we can create, and we're going to do the best we can. And he just kept the whole group going on it, and it ended up with the very nice memorial that we have now. So that moment always stood out to me. It was just resolve and perseverance.
You know, we had to back down from our original proposal, and the new memorial, which is there, we all thought, you know, we were up to our necks in the old man. So we, you know, had an easy time convincing ourselves what we would think when we saw this memorial. But I would say the most rewarding moment I've had has been going to the new memorial after it was constructed. And after people had finished buying pavers for the plaza that the memorial sits on, which was the way we financed it. But to see people come down there and actually reconnect with the old man, that's been a mighty experience. And every time I go there, I see people with tears coming down their cheeks and remembrances of what the old man was for them. And that was the whole idea of this thing right from the start.